Alright. What's up, everybody? This is Showtime. It's Showtime Shred Fitness over here. Size, growth, whoosh, get big. Alright. So I changed one of my posts, okay? Because, and now I'm going to explain it too, so y'all know where I'm coming from. And if you're still butthurt over it, that's fine, you know. I'm not going to apologize for it, but then at the same time, you know, I at least want to let you know why I said it, so that you're not thinking that I'm just some cold-hearted, egotistical, freaking, you know, jackass musclehead, right? And if you still think that, you got the right to your opinion. I'm not getting mad at you for it, right? But so here's what the post was, okay? I basically said, so I'm driving around. Well, but before I do the explanation, let me say what it says so that you can get, so the people that haven't seen the post can get pissed off, and then after you hear my explanation, then you'll understand. But if I do the explanation first, then you're going to think that the post wasn't that bad, and so then you're going to think that people are crazy for calling me out. So I put a post up that said, you know, America wonders why it has a problem having a lot of fat people in it, and then we close down. But let's put in some simple logic here. Let's close down all the gyms and all the health facilities, and then let's also keep all of the fast food restaurants open. Okay? Now, people getting pissed off, right? That's disrespectful. I want an explanation. Why do you say that, right? And then another one, that's rude as fuck, right? And a couple of comments came from some close personal friends. So I'm not gonna call them out by name, okay? But unless they want me to, and I will apologize to close personal friends like that because they're my friends, right? And I don't want to hurt their feelings. But now let me tell you why I said what I said, and why I'm not gonna apologize to the general public for it, okay? Because I said facts, but it was a joke too. So if you read all four of the posts, most people just read the one, right? I did one post after another, okay? So I'd use, like, I'd say fast food restaurants in one, then I'd say just a couple of fast foods in another, and then, you know, like this and that, so they can kind of see, you know, just kind of the point of my little, I just kind of put in like a sequential poem type thing, right? And every time it would be different. So the next one, instead of saying fat, it would say, why do we have health problems, you know, or why do people get, you know, go crazy when they can't get an outlet, you know, so, Daisy, and, oh, but so on and so forth down the line, okay, until we get, sorry about the interruption, but now let me tell you what I meant by that, okay, and what brought it about. So, there's a lot of restaurants that are still open, and I'm sure a lot of them still serve good food, number one. Number two, a lot of the fast food restaurants were open. I wasn't even really paying attention to what was and what wasn't, okay? And I knew at this time, obviously, that all the gyms were closed, right? Because I'm in the fitness industry. So, I decided that would make a funny post, right? Let's do everything we can to hurt our health, and do everything we can, you know, to supply things that also hurt our health, right? Let's stop exercising, and let's do less calories out, more calories in. The other thing with the fast foods is they're very, very saturated with fat, clog arteries, okay, bring up your cholesterol, they make you not always feel so good, right, and things like that. They can make you gain excess weight, and just too much food in general with not enough exercise can do that. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with eating fast food. In fact, when I did that post, part of the reason I was laughing so hard is because I was in the fucking drive-thru when I was thinking about this stuff, when the idea popped. It was a spur of the moment thing I did. It was waiting for my fucking McDonald's, okay? I don't have a problem with eating McDonald's. I don't have a problem with people weighing a certain weight or looking a certain way. It's not my fucking business, and I've never in my life made fun of somebody because they were fat, or they were skinny, or they were overweight, or they were obese, or they were round, or they were square, or they were muscular, right? The people that hate the way muscular people look. So what? Get over it. If you don't like the way that they look, don't look that way yourself, right? And if you're sedentary, you don't want to look like that, then you ain't gonna do it anyways, because you have to look that way on purpose. Fair enough. You don't just wake up one day and go, God damn it, I got too big, right? I'll tell people that. I get stung by bees. Sometimes people buy it, and some people laugh. But that's not true. You don't just get stung by a bee and you wake up the next day all swollen up, okay? And there's a lot of people that think that muscles are sexy. There's a lot of people that think they're gross. It's irrelevant to me, okay? And I'm not the healthiest guy in the world anyways. I look like I might be, but my job is to educate people. That's my passion, and that's my job. So if you don't like me doing my job, then that's too bad, I don't care. I'm going to educate you, and you do what you want with it, okay? I only practice what I preach at certain times anyways, right? I get lean. Anything over 5% for me is fat. So I'm fat right now. And then when I'm on season, I only can diet 16 months out of the year. But I can teach people health. And people want to know about health. So I bring those things up. So I bring up a joke so people go, ha ha ha, but they kind of think, oh yeah, that's kind of right. I probably kind of better watch if I'm trying to watch my waistline, or I've been working on my waist, my health all this time, okay? Because yes, we have a lot of obese people in America. Yes, we do. But we also have a lot of fit people in the United States. And they're health conscious of this. And if you are upset because you're fat and you don't like it, then change it, right? It's not my fault, okay? And I can help you do that. But I don't give a shit if a person's, and it's kind of weird because it's my job, right, to transform people. But I don't give a fuck if you're 350 or 450 or 250 or $135, okay? If I'm gonna hang out with you, it's not because of how you look. It's because you and I have some kind of a bond, right? Could be we could like the same movies, we could like the same activities, we might like this, the same type of foods or whatever, right? But fuck, that has nothing. None of those things have anything to do with, except for maybe the activity part, right? Maybe I bond with this guy because we're both bodybuilders, so we both like to lift weights. So we talk about that. And that's what we bond, okay? And then, but this person over here, we like the same movies, but he's 350 and doesn't exercise. So fucking what? I don't care. And he doesn't want to exercise, and I'll never get his business because he's fat and he's happy. Great. He's gonna be my best friend, right? If he's my best friend, I've got people of all shapes and sizes and everything else. So again, I'm not gonna apologize for shit because I didn't do anything wrong. All I did was say that America has a lot of fat people, and that's true. It's also got a lot of fat people and fit people. That's true too, right? And I also said that, and I changed the post and made a similar post as one of my other posts, and that we keep these places that clog up our arteries and raise our cholesterol, and people can call me out and everything else and say you take calculated risks, you're not the healthiest man in the world. I know I'm not the healthiest man in the world. I don't train to fucking be healthy. I train to fucking win. Even though 90% of my clientele are non-competitors and they're in it for health reasons. But I know how to take care of health, right? I was a healthy motherfucker from the time I first started training at age 5 until in my 20s. So if you want to judge me, that's fine, because I don't care. I'm looking for end justifies the means. And, everybody's got different things. Like, some people are good with finances. Some people are good with electronics. Some people are good with engineering. Some people are good at politics. Some people are good at PR. Some people are good at writing articles, right? Some people are good at running a business. We've all got our gifts. We've all got our tools, and they're all fascinating, and they're all great things to dabble in. If you like things as hobbies, and they're even better thing. It's even more fascinating if the person is not just decent at it because it's a hobby for it, but they dominate what they do, right? They dominate the sport, or they dominate the profession, or dominate the career, right? Or they dominate the debate team, or they're the best student, or the best athlete. It don't matter to me. It can be, I'm fascinated by different things for different people. Damn, this thing's going to close off on me. So I'm going to have to close it. Sorry, I didn't get to finish, but it's been showtime. And showtime should finish over here. Size, growth, Get big. Take care and God bless.